EA Sports brings you a special edition of the National Football League for this Christmas Day matchup. It's the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, here in Dallas, winning isn't everything, it's the only thing. But this team this year may have even extra pressure on their shoulders in what might very well be the toughest division in football.
And that extra pressure will go on the offensive side of the ball. They'll need consistent play from the quarterback position because they are very explosive. And on the defensive side, they want to continue to take the ball away and make themselves contenders in the NFC East.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Lions, they're going to be a pretty trendy sleeper pick. I feel obligated contractually to mention that they've only won one playoff game since 1957, and that number gets more and more impossible every year. But finally, Charles Davis, can they break the string in 2023?
Break it, snap it, cut it, whatever you want to use. This Lions team, I fully expect to be in the playoffs in 2023. I like the way that they're being built.
Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Well, the Lions offense getting ready to go to work here, and under center, a man whose career has been rejuvenated a bit as of late. In season number 8 now out of Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl, and came really within one quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now the former Bear, this is David Montgomery. And not much to speak of. Call it a hard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And from the 5, they work this to the 20, a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to decide to throw.
That's ends of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over time, and it is their now 30-year-old quarterback, Dak Prescott, who leads the way.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. A Pro Bowler for the first time in 2022. Here's Tony Pollard. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd down, Pollard again. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And now we're going to get a stoppage. Remember, the Cowboys shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit of confidence.
On first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Drops it for Pollard. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Prescott now. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up Earth.
Wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about what on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. Right there by him, and I think he was thinking.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. Boys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Back onto the field come the Lions for their overall drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. And let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw is Goff. He wants Reynolds way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Goff on 3rd down. Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Let's keep those sticks moving.
first down. Prescott. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
Second and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
On first and 10, Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second and 6. Prescott now from the 50. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But third down coming up. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
They're just going to run a drive route here with their tight end. Let him get upfield about 10 yards and then move toward the middle of the field. This ball's right on target, and it results in a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. And again, it's Prescott. Going right back to Ferguson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And Pollard going to pick up a Cowboys first down as he'll be brought down just outside the red zone. Mark him at the 21. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
More muscle up front for this second and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Here's Pollard again. A beautiful fake. Gets past one man. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 55 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Pollard sidestepping his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL. So they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
Yeah, not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
23 yards on the play.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw into the hands of Reynolds here. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. Now a run with Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. And still about 3 yards shy of a 1st as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Gone. That's to the sideline incomplete. A nifty job to make the catch, but the throw took him right out of bounds. And they call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Badgley able to punch this one through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. And he had a short touchdown run last series, 4 carries, good yardage as well. Pretty good all around, really, Charles.
It was, because think of the drive that created all of that, right? The ability to carry the football, the ability to see holes that were created for him, even able to pat the wide receivers on the back and say, thanks, guys, for the help, and finishes it off with that short touchdown run. I can't wait to see what they do in the next drive and the next series, because I want to see how the defense adjusts.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd down, Prescott. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Prescott. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Pulled in at the 24. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Lions will take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. St. Brown in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Off play action. Here's Goff. His throw incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. Ended up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Tony Pollard and his Dallas teammates ready again on offense. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. A little bit of space there for the 1st down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
After the interception, here's Goff. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Montgomery diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and he stopped immediately there. And the tackle there will go to Charles Harris. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Pollard will take it up the gut, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Derek Barnes in on the stop. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And Detroit back in possession of the football. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and a yard. St. Brown in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now Goff on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Now Goff. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
A first down throw for Prescott. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. That's Gallup on the slant. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. To the air again, Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Prescott on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well. It's a down inside the 20.
Zone coverage here defensively. They're going to let their tight end run a drag across the field. This is where a linebacker gets forced to pass him off. That time, the receiver gets lost a little bit, and he's able to make the catch and pick up good yardage and a first down.
He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
It's showtime, baby. Do it. It's 6.
They'll throw again. Prescott to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Prescott. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And this brings up a 3rd and goal. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Let's go. Get him going, baby. Let's go, fellas.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Prescott yet again. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And his kick here is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports halftime report. It was a strong first half for running back Tony Pollard. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys!
It's all about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Here's Raymond bringing it out. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Khalif Raymond. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Lions.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times where they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
Badgley on for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Crossing route complete. Catch made by Cooks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action now, Prescott. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Love the effort. Love the dramatics. Getting the feet down. How about a little step shuffle along the sideline there? Almost like a great ballet dancer or a tap dancer. All for no gain, though?
I was going to say, it's so pretty, and it gets you nothing. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Here is 3rd and 5. And again, it's Prescott. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 20. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. But it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by things in check and force a punting situation.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Prescott now on 2nd down. He gets it to Cooks. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to us.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Partner, if you and I were playing quarterback in this one, we would be really confident right now throwing it to him, wouldn't we?
Yeah, he's been spectacular. He's just saying, hey, I was all state. I'll make it rain out here. Prescott now from the 50. Throw complete right side to Cooks. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
Here's Brian Anger now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And Detroit getting set to go now. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
2nd and 7. from the gun. It's a give to Montgomery. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Second down, Pollard again. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 93 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I loved one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
First down, Prescott. Cooks on the quick slant. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Prescott. That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
This is where you step up. Let's go.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. throwing. Prescott. And that's complete to Cooks. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Prescott off play action. 20! And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Give him 32 on the play.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They toss it down to Pollard. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That's Aiden Hutchinson. He was determined to blow that play up, and he sure did.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Prescott to throw it. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Cooks. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index, because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Lions offense set to take over. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's into the hands of Reynolds. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Gone. Targets and finds Reynolds once more. 7 yards there and a first down. Now Goff. That is caught. Josh Reynolds. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. A give. This is Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now it's gone. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. Yeah, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Here's Goff. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And out now come the Cowboys. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Prescott. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott now. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. This is taken at the 18. 51 yards on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, short pass here taken in by Laporta. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
A shotgun snap for Goff. To the sideline and incomplete.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got to bracket it out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Goff. And that will be incomplete as well.
The offenses are always trying to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only get to the well so many times in a game. You know, the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. After the interception, here's Goff. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Goff. And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Here's Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Goff now to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Once more Montgomery. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Interesting decision here because I think you got to kick it and tie this game. If it's the 2nd quarter, maybe then you go for it. But here in the 4th, you can't come away with nothing.
So here comes a very important kick now for Michael Badgley. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Badgley's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
Showtime, baby.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw there caught by Gallup. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Prescott. That caught by the rookie tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Prescott on 1st down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
To throw, Prescott. That's complete to Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now Dak. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
This is 1st and 10. Running right, it's Pollard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Who's going to make a play, baby? I got my partner rolled out. Let's quick to see what we got to do here. Let's ride. Make plays, y'all. Make plays. That's how we eat. We do this offense. Big play. Go get that 6.
Here's Pollard again. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Once again, we got to get it done as a group. Every day, let's do it. Here we go. Every day. Let's have some fun. Let's get something going, man. Don't stop. They can't stop.
A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Here comes 2nd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. One last throw here for Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught on the sideline. On the feet in, they are. What a catch.
Well, it took us until the final play charge to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.